What's up, Nerfers? This is Allan from OC Nerf, and today we've got some Nerf news to take a look at. Now, I'm a little bit behind on this game. I've been busy with work, and I've also been fighting a couple of colds, but I feel well enough to finally do some Nerf news for you guys. So the information that I have is not a leak. This is information that comes straight from Hasbro. We have information from Popular Mechanics. If you recall from a video I did Nerf news, I think, last year or the year before that. Popular Mechanics also got a lot of cool information. And here we are again at 2019, and we've got some great stuff for 4 new blasters that are going to be announced at the upcoming Toy Fair. So this is probably why Popular Mechanics has this article out with all these 4 blasters, because we're going to be right around the corner of when Toy Fair is, depending on when this video goes out. And so the hype is real. We've got 4 blasters, as I mentioned, so let's kind of just get into them. And I will share with you what information we have of them from Popular Mechanics, and I will kind of give you my opinions on them as well. So the first one we're going to look at is this blaster here. This is in the Elite line. This would be, excuse me, this would be the Nerf and Strike Elite Titan CS50. So if you've seen some of the previous leaks, not on this channel, obviously, because I don't really talk about leaks, but this is official news. We saw the name Titan in a list from another seller, wondering if it could be a resurgence of the old Titan from the Unity system, but it looks like it is yet a completely new blaster. So we've got this blue Titan with a 50-round drum, which is something that we've talked about for quite some time. And we are looking at a 50-round drum that hopefully should still fit within the magazine well of your typical Nerf blasters. This is obviously flywheel technology as well. More than likely, given its minigun style, it's going to be fully automatic. We were talking about this 50-round drum way back when the Stampede, the full auto Springer, was kind of just a thought. And here it is. A few years later, we finally got a 50-round drum, which makes it the largest capacity dart drum that we have, both first market and secondary market here. It also has a rotating barrel, so this part up front is going to continue to rotate. If you remember the Cyclonic from Busby, the Cyclonic was the same way. It was a fully automatic blaster. It had a rotating barrel in the front, and it was magazine fed. So this is just a much better looking upgrade to that similar kind of system. I'm not sure what kind of pusher system this is going to be, whether it's going to be belt fed or whether it's going to be a pusher like a Rapid Strike. Only time will tell. But the price tag for this blaster is $100. So this is $100 for 50 darts, 50 dart drum, and the blaster itself, which is I'm assuming, fully automatic behemoth with a rotating barrel. That price point sounds good to you. You might want to really pay attention to this as the reviewers get their hands on it. I personally probably won't be able to get my hands on this one. It's $100 that I'm not quite interested in. I think it looks great, but it's definitely not within my play style, and it's not something that I want to spend my money on to do kind of a review to even keep around. If I find it on a good deal, I'll let you guys know, and it'll be up on the channel. So that's blaster number 1. So we are going to be looking at blaster number 2, which is in the Rival line here. So this is the Nerf Rival Perses MXIX 5000. There was a few speculations on what this blaster could be. This photo is different than the photos that have been leaked out. The ones that were leaked out were probably more official because they actually had a model to go with it. This, along with the other photos here, look like renderings, but the renderings are a lot cleaner, and they definitely give us a lot more to see about what this blaster is. The speculation was, is this magazine fed or is this top fed? What is it? Answers are now out from Popular Mechanics and this image itself. So the Perses is, as I mentioned, a Rival blaster, and it looks like we're going back to the blue, and I'm assuming there's going to be a red one to go with this. We also have those new lines that are out, the white blasters, which are the oh shoot, I forgot the name of the white ones. And then there's also the green ones that are coming out that are using Roman god names. So we've got a whole line of things here, but for right now, what we see a picture of is the blue rival. So I'm assuming blue and red is what we're kind of going back to for this Perses. Now, the Perses is a fully automatic blaster, but it doesn't have a magazine. What we thought of was the magazine, at least in the magazine area, in that Chris Vector-ish looking like area here, is more than likely where the battery is going to sit. So it's going to have an internal battery source. It's going to be charged up. It is flywheel technology again, but in line with the Nemesis or in line with the Prometheus, this is a hopper-fed flywheel blaster for Rival, except this is much smaller than those other two behemoths. So the Prometheus is the largest of them, which is a 200 round capacity. And then there's the Nemesis, which came out before that, which had a 100 round capacity. And now we've got something that looks to be almost the size of a Hera, maybe slightly bigger than a Hera, that has a 50 round capacity. So if you liked your Hera as far as size and comfort, this looks very similar to it. The Hera took the original style magazines, which were the 7 or the 12. And this takes 50 in a top-fed hopper, very similar to the, as I aforementioned, Nemesis and Prometheus. The price tag for this one as well is $100. Now, if you recall, the Nemesis was also $100 for 100 blasters. I'm sorry, 100 balls for that blaster. This is 50 balls for this blaster for $100. I don't know. That doesn't seem that worth it to me. I guess you can argue that the built-in rechargeable battery versus buying the rechargeable battery pack for an additional $30 or $15 to $16 as it's on sale now on Amazon is worth the price increase to $100. But again, this is probably not a blaster that I would be purchasing at $100. If it does go on sale, I'll definitely let you know. Check my Facebook. If there's a kind of deal alert, I'll make sure to put it up on there. And if we can find it at a better deal, that would be great. Then I might actually take a look at it. It seems more my style. I never really liked the bigger, bulkier minigun style rival blasters, but this I could probably rock. The next one that we're going to look at is from the Mega line. So we have a somewhat familiar looking blaster in that it is a Mega blaster with a drum. They started Mega with magazines, and it seems like they've dropped that altogether. So we had the external magazine with the Centurion, we had the internal magazine with the Magnus, and then they stopped with magazines altogether. They went right into the drums. And here we are again with the newest in their line with I think this is let me look here at my notes. It is a 20 round drum for Mega Darts. It seems to be coming with the original Mega Darts, as this is not part of the AccuStrike series. This is purely straight out of the Mega series. So these are 20 old style Mega Darts, not the more accurate ones. And this is a Springer blaster. So we've had kind of two flywheel blasters. Now we've got a Springer blaster here in the Nerf news. It is a pistol size, and I put pistol in air quotes because it's rather massive for a pistol. But it's pistol size with an overhand carry. So it's kind of like a hip shooting pistol. But that overhand carry serves a secondary purpose in that it is also the charging handle. So it is what you use to prime the blaster. And the blaster is confirmed to have slam fire as well. So if you're looking for a higher capacity, Mega Springer, this is probably something that you want to look at if you're still interested in that line. I probably would ditch these darts and go with the off-brand accurate Mega Darts, or get the much more expensive but official Nerf AccuStrike darts as well, as they're going to work a lot better than these. Similar to Elites, AccuStrike are going to work better than Elites, whether you get them direct from Nerf or you get them third party. Nothing much else I think I need to say about this. There's no hot swappable drum. It's just a front loader that you just rock back and prime and pull the trigger to fire. Slam fire is a nice feature to it, but we'll see how well that works with the rotation mechanism. Nothing's really been as snappy as the strong arm when it comes to really fast slam fire on a drum. And I doubt this thing will ever compete with that kind of performance. But it is nice to see that Mega is still around doing things. Hopefully they'll do some more interesting things in the future. But right now they've kind of been meh. I wasn't really interested in the Thunderhawk either, but it's nice that it brought us Accu Mega Darts. And let's take a look at the fourth blaster in the Nerf news. This is from yet another Nerf line. This is the Nerf Zombie Strike line, and this is a first for Zombie Strike. So this is the Nerf Revoltinator. As we kind of speculated based on the name playing on Volt, this is a flywheel-powered Nerf blaster, which is a first for the Zombie Strike line. This is their first. Flywheel offering for Zombie Strike. Based on all the information they have on it, it's more than likely a full auto blaster, although the article says auto blaster, but more than likely this is a rapid strike clone inside of a really interesting looking shell, to be honest with you. I really like all the little details to it. The Zombie Strike line has been very interesting in that it kind of started out with a cowboy western theme that was adapted to zombie post-apocalyptic, and now we've gone to the hardware store cobbled together look, and I kind of favor that for a post-apocalyptic scene. This also features lights and sounds. So part of this makes me think of the Jyn Erso and the Captain Cassian Andor Deluxe blasters, and that they were flywheel blasters with lights and sounds. But it's said to have been full auto, which is, I don't know if that's completely confirmed, but it's definitely semi-auto. And if it's semi-auto with lights and sounds, the price point for this is about $50. And it seems like it would probably get similar performance as those aforementioned blasters from the Star Wars line, in that the battery drain on the extra features is probably going to take effect on the flywheels as well. But if this is also full auto, that adds a second motor and second gear system, so the performance will probably be even less for all the lights and sounds, the flywheels, and the pusher mechanism. So that's just something to think about. But the Zombie Strike line was never really meant for performance out of the box. That's not really the main point of that line. But the aesthetics of this is really, really cool. So again, this is $50. The Revoltinator, the previous blaster, which I forgot to mention the price on, this is the Nerf N-Strike Megalodon, and it is $40 for the blaster, Springer, 20 darts, and the 20 dart capacity. These are the four blasters that are mentioned in the article. I'll have a link to the article from Popular Mechanics so that you can read up more information about these blasters. Though I've kind of given you a really good summary of that here. If you have any information, please share it with us in the comments below. If anything I've said is wrong, make sure to give me some corrections down below. If you find out any more information as things progress with these, let us know down below. Give us the scoop. We'd really appreciate it. This is, of course, my channel, OC Nerf. I thank you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe if this is your first time watching it. If you found this channel because you were looking for toy Nerf news of 2019, thanks for coming along. Enjoy the rest of my content. Make sure to hit that bell button too. That way you can get information about future updates to my irregular video schedules. But like this video if you found it helpful. Be nice to each other in the comments below, and I will check you guys out in the next video. Nerf on, everybody.